Hey everyone, this is Pete, and I've got a bit of an interesting one to show you today. Today I'd like to show you a game called Ninth Dawn 3, which I recently acquired for Nintendo Switch. The reason I've got this is that Limited Run Games put it up as a pre-order a while back, and I'd not heard of it before, but I saw it available for pre-order and I thought it sounded really interesting, so I picked up a copy and decided to give it a go. When it arrived the other day, I broke with my usual tradition of buying something and then not playing it for at least 3 years and decided to boot it up for the first time on the day I actually got it. And I was really interested by it. It's a really cool game for a variety of reasons. It was made by one person, as far as I can make out. It's part of a series that began on Android and iOS, although the first two installments have since been ported to PC. And this third installment, as you can see, you can get on Switch. You don't need to have played the first two to appreciate the third one as well, it's worth noting. The reason this game is interesting is because it's kind of an example of a game that we don't see that often anymore. It's designed kind of in the fashion of old school computer role-playing games. It's specifically inspired by the Ultima series, but it's also got a lot more modern real-time elements in there as well. So there's some real-time spell casting and combat that uses twin-stick controls. It's got randomly generated elements that you can optionally add to the game, that you don't have to have them in there, but you can do if you want to. You can play in permadeath mode, again, if you want to, you don't have to. And it's just a really big, seemingly well-designed and really interesting game. So I've been playing for probably, I don't know, 5 or 10 hours or so at the time of recording. But I thought, yeah, I really want to share this with everyone because it's a really interesting game that I'd not heard of before, and I suspect a lot of you might not have heard of before either. So if you're a fan of old school computer role-playing games like the Ultima series, then this will probably make you very happy indeed, particularly as the limited run release also included a lovely big map like this. Sadly, it's only printed on paper, not on cloth, as in the old school, but it was a nice touch regardless. Anyway, I'd love to show you around now, so let's go play Ninth Dawn 3. Okay, here we are with Ninth Dawn 3, a rather wonderful little game that I've discovered recently, thanks to picking up that Limited Run Games version. So yeah, this is quite a traditional style RPG, presented with some rather modern elements. So it's not completely trying to ape the old Ultimas by any means. There's certain modern aspects of presentation, like you'll see the characters are pixel art, but they've also got this sort of Paper Mario style 3D flipping thing going on as well. Got a mini map in the corner, which would have been a luxury back in the early days. You've got twin stick controls. So my mage character can just fire stuff out just by moving the right stick in a direction. And yeah, so let's do some stuff. So I'm just going to check my current quest log. So things I need to do at the moment. I need to go and get 20 goblin eyes from Gerhun's den to help keep the nearby threat under control. And I also need to reach Faerlune and speak to Esteline about an investigation. I'm actually in Faerlune at the moment, but that's the main quest. So I've kind of been putting off advancing that and doing side quests as I go. This really is a game where you can focus on whatever you want, really, because you've got all these goals here, which are basically achievements. You've got a hunting journal. So you can fill out entries in your hunting journal by killing a particular number of enemies, getting all of their possible loot, and capturing one. And you see your progress on all of those as you go through the game. And there's 28 pages of creatures to discover and capture. And as you'll see from Roland and Lara wandering around with me, you can actually catch and train creatures as well. So what I'm going to do, just to fill out my my hunting log a bit, I'm going to go back to the first town, and I'm going to go and catch a white rat, because I've killed enough of them and I've had enough drops from them. All I need to do is go and catch one. So I'm going to go and do that. Probably not really worthwhile experience from these things out in the field at the minute, but you know, they're there. They're easy to kill, so we might as well kill them. and they occasionally drop helpful things as well. Nameless, who is following me around, that is a completely customizable companion character who you rescue as part of a quest. And once you have him in your party, he basically, you have as much control over him as you do over your main character. So you can level him up independently, you can change his equipment, you can even eventually rename and customize their appearance once you've found a particular character to do so. Their initial appearance is randomly generated. Right, what I need are some hunting supplies from Jospeth here. Welcome to the creature shop. Right, give me some bait. I've actually got some bait. I've got all this stuff already. I don't need to buy any more. What I do need to do is to go down into the sewers. Actually, you know what I will do is I will tell Roland and Lara to go away temporarily. And I will also tell Nameless to wait here, because if you go hunting to capture creatures and your companions are with you, they will tend to kick the shit out of them before you can capture them. So, alright, there's a white rat, so we will drop some bait. Come on, eat the bait. Eat the bait, stop hitting me. Eat the bait. Eat the bait. Did you eat the bait already? Alright. Well, come and get trapped then. Rat broke your trap and could not be pacified. That's upsetting. Right, have some more bait. And get... Dealing with two at once wasn't going to work there. Let's find one. There we go. Right, there's one. Eat the bait. Eat the bait. Now you love me. Yes, you do. Oh dear, this is not going well, is it? Right, let's try that again. Have some bait. Eat the bait. Yes. Love hearts. Trap. Oh, I'm out of bait now. You see what you do to me. Right, evidently more than one bit of bait for white rats then. The rats I'd previously got, I only needed one bit of bait to tempt them in, so... Alright, Jospeth, give me some stuff. And you'll see I was dropping the bait using the hotbar interface down at the bottom, which on the Switch works with the two triggers and the face buttons and the D-pad. Very much like Final Fantasy XIV's hotbar system. Right, you. Eat the bait. Okay, eat some more bait. And some more? No, 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 no. Not you. Shit. This is a precision maneuver. Alright, there's one. Have some more. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Have some more. Bit more? Oh dear. Nah. This is going terribly. Right, one more try, then we're going to do something else. If only because buying all this bait is going to chew through my savings remarkably quickly. Just 10's fine. Alright, let's try again. Alright, eat the bait. Good. Eat the bait. Yeah. Eat the bait. Eat the bait. You go away. Just eat it. There we go. Have some more. Should not be this difficult to catch a rat. You are testing my patience, small white rat. Ah, gotcha. Right. Okay. Creature party. Manage. Rename. This rat will be called Willow, after the white rat I used to have. The reason I'm doing that is because my wife specifically requested that I catch a rat called Willow. So now we have a rat called Willow. Alright, now we can get the other creatures back out. Add to current party. Add to current party. And then companion, follow me. There we go. 3 rats and a bloke. That's the way. Let's have a quick nap in bed. Well, that doesn't heal your companions, that's a shame. I do have a heal companion spell though, so let's just heal them up. Heal up poor old Lara as well. And onwards. Now, one of the quests we had was to go and clear out some goblins, wasn't it? So let me just check the map from the... I've got it, I may as well use it. So the place it said I should go for is Gerhun's Den, which is kind of... It's pretty much north from where we are. So let's head over there, and that will be our adventure for today. You can pass through here. I'll kill all this stuff here. Get Willow some experience. Because yes, all your creatures do indeed level up independently of one another. And you can even do dungeon crawler style level resets on them. So if you're a monster training nut, there is plenty to like in this game. Looking at you, Chris. Right, that goblin's a little bit tougher, so I'm going to cast a spell on him using the hotbar. The right stick control I got there is just the magic wands I'm holding, which are just a sort of generic free attack. Whereas the spells on the hotbar, they actually cost magic points from the blue bar in the top left. So goblins are a little bit tougher, so I generally need to use spells on them. Whereas the weaker stuff like the rats and the spiders and stuff can pretty much always be taken care of with just the wands. Willow's level 4 already, very nice. Right. So we need to find a way into this fortress, and then we need to actually find the entrance to the dungeon part of the fortress as well, because we're in the overworld at the minute. But each of these sort of locations tends to have a associated dungeon as well. I don't know how to get the lovey bun up there before you ask. I suspect there will be a way through via the dungeon, because that's usually how it works. But I can't reach them just yet. I tell you what, this game does remind me of a lot. Besides the old Ultima games, which it also reminds me of a lot. It reminds me a lot of stuff like World of Warcraft. Because there are so many sort of skills and things to do, like there's a whole crafting system and all that as well. Just the structure of the game and the way it works and that sort of thing reminds me very much of World of Warcraft, and that's a good thing, because I know a lot of people, myself included, who like the kind of structure and freedom that you often get in MMOs, but not necessarily the the MMO side of it. And what this game provides is a very similar structure to something like World of Warcraft, without having to faff about with subscriptions and playing with other people and all that sort of thing. So that's a very good thing as far as I'm concerned. Plus you can play it on Switch, so you can have it in your pocket, kind of. Right, that star thing down in the corner, that is an ability coin, and those are your main objective in the dungeon areas. Because those are the means through which you get new skills. So there's multiple progression systems in this. You've got your attributes. Oh, in fact, I need to spend some points on those, so let's have some on wisdom and some on intelligence. You have your attributes, which you get when you level up. You have your equipment, which speaks for itself. You have your skills, which you level up by using them. And you have your abilities, which is like a skill tree, but you unlock those by getting ability coins. So the main way you get new sort of things that your character can do is by exploring dungeons and completing quests and that sort of thing. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to delve into this dungeon, Gerhun's Den, complete 0%. So to complete a dungeon, what you need to do is you need to find all its ability coins and you need to beat its boss. Which is generally quite a lengthy process, so I don't know if we'll do all of that today, but we'll certainly have a good old go. And in the meantime, we'll get lots of experience and treasure, which is what you want from this sort of experience. Pretty much all this debris can be destroyed for loot as well. I mean, this heal friend spell has become a real godsend now. I've got all these companions with me. There's Nameless. I mean, Nameless can heal himself. But the rats can't. And if they die, they're not permanently dead. You can resurrect them by going back to a checkpoint. But if you're in the middle of a dungeon, you don't necessarily want to do that. So, all right, let's have a look at that. Oh, this place is big. Where did we come from? We came from that leftmost one, didn't we? So, okay, let's explore this methodically then. So let's go south first. And check out this sort of man-made bit. Have some heals. Have some death. In the meantime, was it Goblin Eyes I was supposed to be finding for that quest? I forget. Give me a moment. Quest log. 20 Goblin Eyes. I've got 6 so far, judging by the inventory screen. So, plenty more hacking and slashing and killing to do first. And where there's hacking and slashing and killing to do, there is also loot to be found. There's another Goblin Eye. Thank you very much. Now, like I said in the intro, there are some optional modes you can play this in. There is... Sorry, I'm just going to turn the lighting up a little bit. There is what it calls a roguelike mode, which I haven't tried yet, but I can only assume randomizes the dungeons. And there's also a permadeath mode, which sounds like quite a fun way to play this. And there's even a speedrun mode. I can't imagine speedrunning a game like this, but you know, if that's what you want to do, there is a speedrun mode. Right, so a bit of treasure down that way. Nothing too special, and no ability coins. So no, you just see there's no progress on the dungeon. You'll see the usual pathfinding issues in games like this are 1, present and correct, and 2, mitigated somewhat by just having your companions teleport behind you if you get too far away from them. Now, an enemy with a red name like that means that they're like a normal enemy, but they're more powerful than usual. So you can expect a bit more of a tough fight from them. They're not a boss or anything. They're just a bit tougher than normal, and they tend to drop something nicer than the usual enemies do. Right, more stuff. What have we got? Snakeskin necklace. Some arrows. Silk shorts. Sexy. Actually, are those silk shorts any better for me? Oh, I need to sort this out. Right, equipment. Dim lit leg wraps. I'm already wearing silk shorts. Those dim lit leg wraps are nicer though. So let's use those, shall we? Okay, very nice. Roland, why are you dying? Stop that. Need to sell a bunch of this crap I don't need. Get back all the money I wasted on trying to catch Willow. Right, getting plenty of these goblin eyes at least. Oh, I know one thing I should check is Nameless. I think I saw him level up a while back. I need to make sure that he's got... He needs to spend a lot of his points. Need to remember to actually level him up when he levels up. There we go. Alright. He's also got 2 ability coins. So he can bump up his attack power. There we go. And he's got some rewards as well. He can have some more experience points, which gives him some more attributes. So have some more strength. Lovely stuff. Now you're up to date. You can play this 2-player co-op as well. Not online, sadly. But you can just hit start on a second controller and add another player, which is really nice. If you're wondering about the narrative setup for this, by the way, I've played for probably about 6 hours, and there hasn't really been much of one yet, because it's one of those games where the main quest doesn't really start until you specifically kick it off. So like that quest I've got to go and visit that specific town, that is where the main story will start, and I haven't really started that yet, so all I've been doing is just sort of wandering around, adventuring, clearing dungeons, getting loot, that sort of thing. Which again is very much like how the old Ultimas worked. It was very desirable to play the old Ultimas like that because by just exploring and delving into dungeons and getting loot and stuff, you would power yourself up enough to be able to handle the main quest. What have we got here? Studded snakeskin braces. Those are a little better than what we've got, so take those. And we've got dagger. Where are my new snakeskin braces? There. Equip. Right. This is all going quite nicely so far. About to hit level 21 as well. Need to get in there somehow. But in order to do that, we're going to have to go all the way around, I suspect. So let's check the map. So we've kind of explored that whole southern end now, and there wasn't a lot of use there. So let's head this way. And up through here. Should take us to some new stuff. So we went south there last time, so we go north this time. As usual, figure out where you've been by whether there's any monsters. Death to you all. Come on, rats, you can do better than that. Willow has reached level 11. They do fully heal when they level up. So that's nice. Where are we going? Down here. And then there's a little room over there that looks intriguing. And many goblins. Many goblins waiting for a pummeling. You! Die. That's a shame. Nothing in there. Level 21. Should probably try and look into getting some area of effect spells at some point. Those would probably be quite handy. Right. Let's buff up the attributes. Let's have some intelligence, because that increases spell damage. We're using a lot of spells at the minute, so we may as well bump that up further. Can't go that way because water. Ow. A lot of this game is very much about crowd control and controlling the hordes of enemies, because very often you're faced with hundreds of enemies at once, and you need to make sure you're in a situation where one, you can survive, and two, preferably your friends can survive as well. Treasure. What is this? A studded snakeskin jacket. That's better than my cloth vest, so let's have one of those. Silk gloves, slightly better than my current gloves. And iron gauntlets. Productive. Alright, where have they gone? At the end. So let's equip that. And let's equip that. I don't know what the it says that each equipment has buff slots. I don't know what that's all about yet, but I'm sure we will discover at some point. Oh, Nameless is dead. That's okay, he'll be fine. We'll come back and get him later. Starting to lose a bit of light in here, aren't we? Roland has reached level 20. Good job, Roland. Now, like I said, I could go back and resurrect Nameless by just going and finding a checkpoint out in the open world. But if I do that, all the enemies in here will respawn. So I don't really want to go and do that. He's helpful to have around, but he's not essential by any means. I can say these things because he's dead. But he'll be back to help us another day. Eventually. Get a bit low on mana. Let's have a glass of water. That will help with the regen. Right, wonder if there's anything interesting in this complex. Or if it's just more goblins. Level 13 for Willow, good job. Yeah, having some real trouble keeping the MP up. Do I have any better food items? Food hit point regeneration. I think it's just drinks that restore. Mana potion. That'll do for now. Only have one of them, so we've probably used that in a more beneficial. Oh god, hundreds of them. Ouch! That was not nice. Oh god. Oh god. The one advantage of the wands over the spells is that they can hit multiple things at once. So in a situation like that, that is when the wands are handy. Whew, that could have been nasty. If you die in the non-permadeath mode, you lose a bunch of experience. So, and you also go back to the last checkpoint you visited. So it's not a huge penalty, but it generally does mean you'll probably have to restart the dungeon you were crawling, because like I say, when you go back into a dungeon after leaving it, all of the enemies will respawn. You bear with me a sec, I'm probably going to have to go and turn the light on, so just give me a moment, I'll be right back. Also had to let my cat in, who was very put out that I closed the door. She doesn't like it when I close doors. Right, so this was a big old waste of time. Up this way then. We're doing well on the goblin eyes, at least. How many have we got now? 15. Nearly there. We'll try and clear out this dungeon properly, though, because it doesn't look like it's too big. This isn't like a super important story critical dungeon or anything like that. It's just like a goblin hideout, so hopefully it shouldn't take too long. Oh, with the invincible rat team taking care of everything. We get nameless, it's all about the rats. This way. This leads to a dead end, and dead ends are good because that's normally where the ability coins are. And those goblin shamans or whatever they are, those are pretty tough. Let's treat them with the respect they deserve. The goblin eye, thank you very much. Roland reaches level 21. Good on you, rat face. Run out of mana again. Have a drink. You're all taking a beating. Stop that. Now I don't have enough magic points to heal you. You see what you've done? You made me have to rely on my dual wield wands, which actually have a hell of a range on them, I only just realised. So yeah, let's take good advantage of that, shall we? Yes. Kill them before they get to you. That is the wizard way. That was always the World of Warcraft wizard way. Again, see? Very much like offline World of Warcraft. Alright, let's go this way. Ow. Stop hitting me, I'm squishy. I am but a weedy little wizard. Ooh, Lara reached level 23. Outstripped Roland. I got Lara later than Roland as well. You've got magic. That's not fair. We'll have none of that. Ooh, quite a lot of you have got ranged attacks. Let's do something about that. Heal everybody, including myself. And just squish these little buggers a bit at a time. And you. Yeah, the fireballs are faster, but they don't do as much damage. I think they use the same amount of magic points as well, so it's... I don't think there's really any benefit to using them over the ice blast at the minute. Die. Oh, there's lots of them again. Please die. Thank you. Yes, there is a dodge roll move you can use in this as well. That uses your purple stamina bar, as you can see. I don't use it much because there hasn't been a lot of need to be honest. But I suspect if you're a melee fighter in particular, it might be more useful. Certainly going for the ranged wizardy approach. I haven't had a ton of need for it. Alright, I think we've cleared out that whole loop now. That's nice. Well on the way to level 22. Ah yes, there's an ability coin. We just need to get in there. Which means getting past these reprobates first. Whoa, you're throwing nasty daggers at me. I don't like that. But you're dead now, so it's okay. Okay, that looks like everyone. Oh, no, there's still one there. Chasing after me, hitting me in the bum. Pull the lever. Kill the goblin. Get the ability coin. So we're now 12% done with this dungeon. So, I don't think I've got anything that just costs one ability coin that I want right now. I've got increased physical attack power, which isn't really relevant for me because I'm only using magic attacks. And I think everything else takes multiple ability coins. Okay, so the higher level versions of those spells, they fire more projectiles, but they cost more magic points as well. Okay. Right. Okay, so we've done that corner bit, so we now need to go back the way we came. And this time, we'll take this pathway. Willow's level 17 already. That's what you get for doing dungeons well above your pay grade, Willow. Yes. Into my spiral of icy death. No loot. Where are we going? Many goblins. We're going that way. There's nothing here. Oh, there is a chest. That's better than nothing. I thought there was just a big room guarded by hundreds of goblins and absolutely nothing. Nothing really. Willow! No! Oh, Lara died as well. Just you and me, Roland. Ooh, what is that? It's a magic saw. That's a quest item. Well, I'll take that for when it becomes needed. Gonna have to be a little bit more careful now I don't have as many allies. Okay, might be slightly slower progress, but shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad as long as we're careful. If only Roland had some sort of means of drawing aggro from them, that would be great. Sadly, he does not. But let's try and keep him standing regardless. Because he is helping, bless him. So if we're going to use the wands, then obviously trying to clump them together is a good approach. And we can hit them all in a line. And got some of the tougher looking ones. You can have some actual spells, because I don't like you with your ranged attacks. AoE! Kind of. Level 22! It's all worth it. Right, let's have some stats. If we're going to go with the wand for a bit, let's bump up the wisdom, because that determines damage from the wands. Level up for Roland as well. Oh, that's a lot of goblins I see ahead. Apologies if you can hear any yelling, by the way. There's a bunch of people outside who just apparently don't know how to keep their mouths shut. Or, you know, speak in a normal voice. Hopefully they won't come out through too much, but they are being quite loud and I can hear them through my headphones, so... If you can hear them, I can only apologise. Yeah, hopefully you can see what this game's all about from what we've been doing here. It's a very sort of, for me, it's a really fun blend of old and new. Oh no, Roland's dead. Because it's very much got the structure of classic computer role-playing games, but the sort of action-based way it plays is very modern. When I first started playing it, I thought one of the things it reminded me the most of is the original Divine Divinity, which actually isn't a particularly new game anymore, but was notably praised a lot when it first came out for its blend of sort of more traditional computer role-playing game style structure and Diablo style action combat, which is essentially very similar to what we've got here. More stuff. Crossbow. Oh, I'll take them. They are selling fodder, if nothing else. You, I don't like you. You have a scary helmet. And you're firing spells. We don't like that. I'm the only one who's allowed to do that. At least they're not healing. Yes, at least they're not healing. How are we doing progress-wise? Okay. So we're coming down towards this middle portion. I suspect there will be a shortcut we can unlock here. Oh, and there's an ability coin too. Very nice. Yes, please. Thank you very much indeed. Right, can we unlock anything good? Oh, I can unlock level 2 ice. Do I want to do that? I think I might do. Let's do it. Oops. Alright, I'm going to map that to a different button though, just in case I do want to use the old ice. Yeah, that's a shortcut back to near the beginning. Cool. So if we come back in here later, we can go straight through that way. Oh. Area of effect goodness. Suddenly I feel much more powerful. I think the actual power of the spell is greater as well, which is good. Certainly not going to complain at that. Right, that's the way up. How far do we have to go this way? Oh, if we go down that way, then we can unlock the shortcut. Smashing. Oh, this spell just rips through them. Look at it. Yes. We like the level 2 ice spell. I say, only thing I'm going to have to be a little bit careful of with it is MP consumption. Because it's almost double the magic points to use that one. Although that doesn't seem to be making a huge impact on our MP bar. I guess just as long as you take a moment to sort of regenerate a bit and don't use too many in one go. Yeah, and the fact it kills stuff in fewer hits is actually going to save some magic points in the long term. So, yes, this was a good investment. This pleases me greatly. Goblin Marauder. You shall not stand up to ice to Mage Law Tunic. That sounds exciting. What is that? It's a magic torso that is currently unidentified. Can we identify it? Yes. So it's got physical defense 63, light defense 3. That sounds like some pretty friggin' good loot. Is magic armor a different... Oh, magic armor is a different skill to agile armor. But I do have 10 points in it already. So that's the start. Alright, I'll try and equip myself more in magic armor than agile armor then. Because I do have some other pieces of magic armor about my person. Right, if we go this way... This should unlock a shortcut. And an ability coin. Yes, please. Thank you very much. More stuff that I don't need, but I'll take it anyway. Open that up, and that's by the entrance. Uh-oh. It's a boss. It's Gerhun, and he's mad. Well, he's going to have to face the wrath of me running away, shooting level 2 ice spells at him. Die. Oh, we're getting a little low on MIPS. Oh, he's regenerating. Shithead. Stop that. Drink the water. Even though it probably won't help much. Oh, I do not like how fast he is regenerating. Maybe if I go and kill all his allies first. Now you die. And then I'll just stand still for a minute, glug in some water, and I'll hopefully regenerate some magic. Do I have anything else in my inventory that might be useful for regenerating magic? Is the question. I've got lots of junk. Lots and lots of junk. Auto sorts. Those are all hit point regeneration, which isn't especially useful. No, I really don't have much that's good for regenerating magic. That's unfortunate, but we're fully regenerated now, so let's give Gerhun a bit of a kicking. And he hasn't completely regenerated while we've been off screen, so we can probably take advantage of that somewhat. Can I hit him from a distance with this? I don't think I can damage him quickly enough with my wands is the thing. No, that's no good. He's back to full already. You know what? I'm getting out of here, as I'm not well equipped enough to deal with him just yet. So I'll tell you what I will do is I will see where that other staircase up leads. And we'll come back and deal with Gerhun another time. Maybe with some allies. So we have a shortcut right to where he is now, so let's see where this goes. So this brings us out on the other side of the buildings above ground, which should allow us to get to some interesting places, hopefully. He says. Ooh, an ability coin. And a switch to unlock a shortcut. Yes, please. Okay, right. Well, we didn't finish that dungeon, but there has been a productive run regardless. So what I will do is I'll head back to the checkpoint and resurrect everyone, and then we'll call that a day. Because we've had a nice little adventure today. And all I need to do now to finish off that dungeon really is to deal with Gerhun. Leave me alone. Yep, all of you. Leave me alone. Not in the mood. My friends are dead. Except now they're not. There they are. Right, who wanted that quest? Was it someone here? Dornier. Oh, he's right there. Hello. If you're heading outside, make sure you have enough healing items with you. You did it! You found 20 goblin eyes. You are a true warrior, and Furloon thanks you for your efforts. Here's your reward. Thank you again. He's given me a spider fang necklace, which is... Oh no, he's given me a goblin craft necklace, which is slightly better than what I have. Alright, okay, let's save the game there. And that is Ninth Dawn 3, which I really, really like. And I hope you enjoyed having a little explore of it with me today. So it just remains for me to say, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.